Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Stock Market Update presented by the Luce. My name is Grace, and I'm here with a very familiar face, Sherry. Hi.
Hi, Grace. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
We've taken over.
Yeah, we've taken over, and it's good to have you here this morning.
It's girl power for Monday. All right, so we've got quite a lot for you today in terms of the updates. So last week, we actually had a very packed week. We had KlaptonRE Insurance officially stating their intention to list on the 24th of March 2026. Very exciting news for the exchange, right?
That's really exciting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that listing is subject to regulatory approval. So once all the boxes have been ticked and all the T's and I's have been dotted and crossed, we'll be happy to ring the bell once again for KlaptonRE Insurance and officially welcome them to the family. And Thursday was also another busy day for us, hey?
Okay.
We had the signing of the MOU with ACCA Zambia. And ACCA Zambia, as you know, is the accounting body. So all the people who keep the, I would say, money in the country as far as accountants go. We signed an MOU with them where we were basically saying, let's help get our companies listed. It's basically a program where SMEs can go through to the ACCA and they'll be able to help them get their papers in order. Sherry, I'm sure you can agree that's important.
Yeah, it's very important.
Corporate governance is a very important part of what we look at when we're trying to get a company listed. So that MOU should see quite a lot coming through, yeah?
Yeah. It's really an exciting milestone. Both milestones, actually. The collaboration with the ACCA as well as the listing of Clapton. I'm equally excited about that.
I'm really looking forward to seeing that come to fruition.
Yeah.
But Sherry, you've got some market performance updates for us, right?
Yes, Grace. I do have highlights of last week's performance of the market and how the market basically performed. So we saw a stable trading activity in comparison to the previous week. So when you look at last week, for example, for the Luce O'Shea Index, it had a slight decline, which was hardly noticeable, really. It moved to 26,227 points in comparison to the previous week, which was 26,217 points. So you can see that it's steady growth, basically. Nothing dramatic for the week, but basically seeing that there's been a movement. Another amazing thing, Grace, that we get to see is the number of trades. There was a major increase in the number of trades. Not major, I'm exaggerating. It was 15%. However, this is exciting for the market because we get to see that there's really traffic flows going through the exchange. So we moved from 2,646 trades to 3,056 trades. So basically about 500 more trades in comparison to the other week. We saw a slight decline in the volumes, all right, the number of shares that were traded. So we moved from 5,554 shares being traded the previous week to 5,521. So there's been a slight decline, really, of just a 0.6%. However, in comparison for the turnover, it was actually a better week for the exchange. Our turnover moved from 39.67 million to 45.52 million, which is a 48% growth. So that was really the trading activity in the exchange as of last week, close of business on Friday. What we noticed is that most trades were driven by large transactions happening towards the end of the week. And most notable price gainers were in .com Zambia, which we have seen has been on the rise for a while now. Yeah, we saw a price increase also in Zambru. We also saw another price gain in Airtel and in CEC. So these are some of the price movements that we had. Sorry, what I just gave you was the turnover contribution. So we saw a turnover contribution for .com Zambia with a turnover contributing a turnover of about 5.83 million.
Yeah.
We saw Zambru recording a turnover of 4.57 million. Airtel and CEC also did contribute a meaningful amount to this turnover that we had for the week. And for the price gainers, what I gave you was basically a contribution to the turnover. But for the price gainers, we saw Chilanga gaining 5 kwacha by 5 kwacha, Bata gaining by 1 kwacha 47 ngwe, Zanaco also a marginal gain of 0.02 kwacha, and Rees also gaining by 0.01. So those are basically our price gainers, and our decliners for the week were Zambia Sugar.com slightly by 1 kwacha, Airtel by 0.55 ngwe, Standard Chartered Bank by 0.14 ngwe. Yeah, and we also saw minor declines in AECI, CEC, Puma, Zambif, and Zamri. So basically, that was market activity for the week. It was a stable trading activity, not much of a decline from the previous week, and an increased trading activity when we look at the number of shares that were traded, as well as the number of trades that actually took place. So that was really what happened for the week, Grace.
All right, so it was a big week, not just in news, but also in our market prices.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely. So for those of us who want to get in on the action, we do have the Luce app. You are able to download it from your Play Store. Of course, I'm an Android person, so Play Store or your iStore. You are able to download the app, set up an account quickly, and you can get trading in less than 5 minutes, literally. Once everything is approved, everything is on there, you'll be able to get in on the action. And should you have any questions, our doors always open at the Luce, right?
Definitely.
And we do have a customer service email address should you need help with anything. So I think from us, that'll be it for today.
That will really be it. It's been an amazing week for the market, and we look forward to the highlights this week.
Exactly. We do look forward. And please keep an eye on our social media pages for any more updates. And you can catch David after this on the talk segment.